How many times have you started this?
Can I start it now?
Yes.
This is the 4th time I've started.
Well, that's because I needed some water, you know? I just had my ranch and
then you were like, don't start it.
Because. Okay, anyways.
Anyway, how was your ranch?
It was pretty good.
Did you eat your ranch with something?
Hello and welcome back to Hello and welcome back to M&K Unscripted. Today we will be talking about Roomies and ranch.
We just ate our ranch.
We did.
Yep.
Megan gave me the smallest pea-sized bit of ranch I have ever had.
Did you want more?
No.
Oh, well then...
I just thought it was hilarious because I turn around and it's like on a plate, but it's just like a pea-sized amount of ranch. She's like, I'm committing to the bit. And I was like, okay.
Well, I asked her if she wanted her ranch in, like, as a shot, and she was like, no, put it on a plate. So then
what do you want me to do? Have raw ranch? Ew.
Well, I agree, but I already ate dinner, so...
That's what you had?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying that's, like, it was past dinner.
Oh, okay.
And so I wasn't going to eat ranch with my meal anyway. Do you like ranch with pizza?
Honestly, I don't really like ranch other than, like, no. I like ranch. But, like, some people, such as potentially Megan, likes ranch on things that, like, are just not normal.
Okay.
Like,
thank you for calling me out like that. Like,
no,
what? What is not normal that I eat ranch with?
Don't you have ranch with fries? No.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's weird. Personally, I see ranch as just a thing. Like, some people have it with wings, which I've done before too, but, like, I don't know. I really just want ranch with my vegetables. Like, I like to have it on salad, or, like, if I'm gonna have some carrots and I don't have, like, dip, I'll just have ranch.
That's fair. I eat ranch with a lot of things. Like fries. I feel like that's the weirdest thing. I forgot. I do. That's probably my favorite. Like, if I'm at a restaurant and they bring me, like, a burger and fries, I will ask for ranch, and I will dip my fries in ranch.
Yes, yeah, I think that's strange.
That slaps so
but, like,
hard,
I know
though.
people do that. Like, it's not just you.
Also, like, my chicken tenders. Usually ranch isn't, like, my primary condiment, but...
See, in both of those scenarios, I'd way rather have ketchup. Way.
I think I'd rather have ranch than ketchup.
On your fries?
Yes.
Really?
The percentage of the time I have fries with my ketchup, compared to fries with my
fries
ketchup with my fries. I thought I said ketchup. Anyway, I have ranch with my fries a lot more than I have ketchup with my fries. Usually I'll have ketchup if there's no ranch.
Well, like, do you put ranch on your burgers?
No.
See, that's the same vibe for me.
Oh.
Like, you put it on your chicken.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, but it's a burger. I don't know.
Well, see, to me, chicken is chicken.
Yeah, I guess.
But also, like, it's funny, though, because, like, chicken Caesar salad, oh, wait, that's Caesar. But, like, I've definitely put ranch on a salad that had chicken in it. But, like, I wouldn't typically. I also really like barbecue sauce. Like, I'd rather have barbecue sauce with my chicken than ranch.
That's fair.
I'm not, like, anti-ranch. I just, like, I never did that when I was a kid. Like, I would always have ketchup.
That's fair. I'm pro-ranch.
Well, I'm not anti-ranch.
Maybe we should stop talking about ranch now and talk about Roomies. How many times can we say ranch?
You know, that made me think of, like, a ranch, you know? But anyways, let's...
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like a farm, but it's like a ranch?
Like with horses?
Yeah.
Did you know that horses make it a ranch?
Really?
Yes.
I thought a ranch was basically just like a farm, but like bougie.
But with horses.
Oh, well, can't you have a farm that also has horses?
You can have horses on a farm. I'm going to stop talking, though, because then I'm going to get
She's going to get something wrong.
That's
and then
the extent of my knowledge, so I'm going to stop talking now. Yep. People are going to be like, actually, this was wrong. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just a girl.
The amount of times people have told us that we said something wrong. Oops.
Yeah, that's...
Like the farmers only or whatever.
Yeah, what did we find out about farmers only?
That you didn't actually have to say, like, the number of acres you had. That's so embarrassing. Go back and listen to that episode. I don't even remember what it was.
We're fools. I think it was the first episode, was it not?
Yeah, it was.
Or was it part 2 of Dating and Donuts?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Either one of those. Anyways,
yeah.
we've rambled on.
We've rambled on enough.
Our fans are just gonna start hating us.
They're done. Some people have probably skipped the entire beginning part. So, welcome to our podcast on Roomies and Ranch, where we don't talk about ranch in this section. But anyway, Kelly and I wanted to come on here for the next 45 minutes or so and talk about what it's like for us to be roomies. Because we've been roommates our literal entire friendship. Like, that's how we met.
I think that would be a great way to start off this podcast.
Yeah.
To tell the story of how we became roommates.
How did we become roommates?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, at our college, we both wanted to be like sign up for random roommates.
Mm-hmm.
But at our college, you have to fill in the gaps here if I'm not saying stuff you want me to say, because I don't know what you're.
Oh well, I was just literally gonna say that we randomly got assigned as roommates.
Oh yeah,
and then like.
Well, before that though, we filled out like a compatibility, like questionnaire of like. What time do you go to bed? What time do you wake up? How do you like your sleeping quarters? Are you clean? Do you want people over? Like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And so then the college that we went to, apparently they're known for like doing a really good job with like setting roommates up.
Yeah.
So we became random roommates. And
actually though, like I'll disclose half the story here. Like we weren't actually supposed to be together right away, which is kind of fun. I don't know if all of our listeners knew that. But I was supposed to have a different roommate and then things got switched around and then they ended up putting us together. It was like later. It was probably a couple weeks before move-in, but
yeah, because I remember reaching out to my original roommate and being like, hey, we're going to be roommates. And then she never responded to me. And then I got another email saying that you were my roommate.
Yeah. And I was like emailing housing and then eventually they got it switched. But so yeah, anyway, I remember looking Kelly up on Facebook and being like, wow, she looks normal. Yeah. She had a picture of her and a violin, and that was the first thing I saw.
Most of you have probably never seen this photo, but it's like a high school photo of me, like wearing like this black dress and like a black background with like a violin.
And that was the first picture I ever saw of Kelly, and I was like, "Oh, she looks normal. Okay, this will be fine."
Yeah. So that was really funny. And then I remember you reaching out to me. I think you like emailed me and was like, "Can I have your number so we can like talk about things?"
Hey yo. Leave me the initiator.
I think you texted me and were like, hi, this is Megan Manuel. Oh, am I not supposed to say your last name? I didn't say it. Don't worry.
Thanks.
Anyways.
It's actually my middle name.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even say it at all. And I was like, hey, this is Kelly. We can edit that out.
Well, we can't. This is unscripted.
I know, that's the joke.
We're starting over.
No.
Hi, and welcome to our podcast.
Okay, this has been a mess. It seems like we're like unwell. Anyways, and then I was like, hi, this is Kelly. And I remember the first thing I ever texted you, which like is so embarrassing now, like looking back. But I was like, man, I'm really glad you have an iPhone because there were blue texts. And all of my Android friends right now are going to be like, blue text don't matter. But like, I, for some reason, thought that was just like so funny to like text that.
Our first bonding experience.
Yeah.
Wasn't it pretty quick too so we lived in our residence hall, the like number of dorm we was D8, so D08. And Kelly Kelly was like, we're in D8, which sounds like date. And I was like, we're gonna get along. Oh yeah.
I remember, I think I said that because you like initiated a FaceTime. You're like, we should FaceTime before we like move in together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember we like FaceTime for like, was it like an hour? Like, I feel like it was a long time.
Yeah, it was between 45 minutes and an hour. Or was it an hour and a half?
It might have been like,
I feel like it might have been an hour and a half.
And we like kind of bonded.
Yeah.
I don't remember honestly anything we talked about except for the fact that I said D8.
And I remember like reading a journal entry I'd written and I was like, I met my new roommate Kelly. She likes the Packers.
And I told you I like the Packers.
That was it, yeah. And
That's
I was like,
so random.
Okay, thanks.
The way that I genuinely like, I don't think I ever really genuinely liked the Packers. I think I just like, my mom was from Wisconsin and so I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Packers. But
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was our first encounter. And then the first time we ever saw each other in person was when we moved into our dorm. And that was an overwhelming day. Because like your parents were there, my parents were there. We were all in our itty bitty little room and like we were trying to figure out where everything went, but like our parents were just like there. And I was like, hey, nice to meet you.
I remember the first time I ever saw you in person because I was unloading my
Oh,
car
yeah.
and my dad was like helping. I think he was helping with the mini fridge or something. And I just hear, hey, Kelly, or something like that. And I was like, who? And I turn around and you're like out of the window, like, hey. And I was like, my parents were like, who is that? I was like, I think that's Megan. Because like I'd never seen you in person. And also
Uh-huh.
I was so like stressed out that I was like kind of discombobulated when you were yelling at me. And so that was funny.
That
But
is funny. I remember knowing it was you because you were blonde and you had the mini fridge. And
which
I was
like
like, wait, she has the mini fridge. That must be my roommate.
the thing is though, there are so many blondes and so many people with
I
mini
know, but like
fridges.
I knew I'd seen your picture. Like I
Yeah, but
talked to you on
like
FaceTime.
I feel like you only saw the back of me, or did you see the like?
I think I just saw the back of you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I was literally turned around.
But also we had a specific move in time and like the probability that it was you was I don't know. I just knew.
That's true.
Love at first sight.
Oh wow, and they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
It's
Anyway.
being Vine. Anyways, hopefully people got that reference.
I don't know why I'm laughing so much. I'm sorry if you can't understand me
We
on the
are like
podcast.
actually unhinged right now. We haven't talked
Must be the ranch.
basically.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. We should. This is actually the worst podcast.
I hope
Okay,
they're enjoying it,
We
but if
need
not,
to
I'm so
get
sorry.
ourselves together here. Let this time to be serious.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say we need to catch up because we haven't talked since
Oh,
like after
yeah.
work because I was watching a show when you got back.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We'll talk after the podcast.
let's chill.
After we talk for 45 minutes, we'll go talk some more.
Yes, that is usually how it goes.
Okay, so anyway, then we moved in, learning. I remember the first night that we were like, so we slept in the same bedroom for 3 years because we had 2 years in a dorm and then we had 1 year in an apartment where we shared a bedroom.
Yes.
And so this is our 5th year living together. But I feel like, I don't know, I kind of divide our roommate time. Well, I guess I divided a couple different ways. Like when we were just you and me in a dorm for 2 years.
Mhm.
And then when we were in an apartment, we were with 2 other people, but like we still shared a bedroom. And then we had an apartment with like 4 people, and then we were still roommates, but there were others around.
Yeah. I feel like there is a very big difference between us living in a dorm in the same room together versus an apartment.
100%.
Like
There was
in
no
so many
privacy.
ways. No.
No. Which, like, I don't know. I feel like in some ways, like, I'm glad that we have our own rooms now, but like,
Mhm.
I think it's kind of fun, like, to look back at that time. And like, there was something special about it.
I feel like we really got to bond. Like there's neither of us has ever shared a room before because we're both the only girls in our family.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was like an adjustment sharing a room. But I feel like it also just got us like I remember us having so many late night conversations just about random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like so fun. Like it was like having a sleepover.
Yeah, for
We
real.
just, like hang out.
Every single night. Like, I could just like be half asleep and we could still be talking in my bed. And then all of a sudden we just like not say anything else and fall asleep.
I remember one time, or maybe multiple times, you were like, did you notice that you're always the one that like says the last thing? And you were like, it's probably because you're just too nice. Because like you never want to, because you just would stop talking.
Yeah.
And I just would always end up being like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Kelly would always respond to me, but like there would be times sometimes when I would just like not respond to her and then we'd both fall asleep.
Yep.
And so I remember that night specifically then, like, I kept trying to end it or something. And then we stayed up till like 1:30, like
Yeah.
just like not being able to sleep.
Stupid. Yeah.
That was so funny.
It was.
Yeah. Okay. This is all over the place. I was like, I have a couple like different areas about being roommates that I wanted to cover.
Mm.
Well, I guess I could ask you the question first. What for you has been the best part of us living together and the worst part about us living together?
Dang, you want me to say the worst part?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Jeez. Okay.
Well, okay, let's
me
not
think about
let's
it.
not have a fight about this, but like just what are some things that like I don't know, either you weren't
Okay.
expecting or
Okay,
like
okay.
things that have been a challenge, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to change it to challenge. You
Okay,
know,
what has been something challenging about us living together, and what is your favorite part about us living together?
Okay, let me think. Well, okay, I will say the first thing that comes to mind for best thing is just like how close we got. Like we became such good friends so quickly, I feel like. Like I've never lived with anyone else before I like lived with you besides my family. And so I feel like it was really fun to just like have a built-in friend and like living in the same room. And
Mm-hmm.
that was a lot of fun. Like we became friends, which like I know a lot of people like didn't become friends with their roommates and had really bad experiences. So I felt very lucky to like have somebody that I got actually got along with.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a lot of fun. Like especially I think back to like freshman and sophomore year, like I feel like it was just a lot of fun to live with you.
Yeah.
Um Challenges. I feel like the adjustment like to living with somebody and like not having your own space, which like I'm sure you would agree with,
Mm-hmm.
like a little bit. Like we didn't really have privacy, which like in some ways it was like fun, but in other times like I'm an introvert and like sometimes I just needed to be by myself. Like it wasn't like personal. It was
Yeah.
more of just like I just need alone time and like my room is usually where I do it. So I feel like that was challenging. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting looking back to like freshman and sophomore year, and like I wonder if we would be as good of friends as we are if we didn't live well together. Going back to like the compatibility thing, like even though
Mm-hmm.
we weren't like initially gonna be roommates, like I still think we are extremely compatible. Like when it comes to like sharing a dorm, which is like
Yeah.
such a tiny little space of like we both like to keep things really clean, and like we both wanted a quiet space and we both went to bed early and like all the things like that. Like I feel like we just lived really well together, and
Mm-hmm.
also we just happen to have really like similar personalities in a way that we became friends. So I feel
Yeah.
like that's why we were lucky that we were able to like stay friends
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, because I know like some people that became friends and then decided to move in together, and then that wasn't like epic,
Mm-hmm.
or like people that maybe could have been friends if they didn't live together. Like
Yeah.
it would, I feel like we got very lucky because we just, yeah. If I had a messy roommate, I think I would really struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Like we both were very clean, which was good because like I need my space to be clean, which I didn't like, I guess, recognize until I had to live with somebody, and then I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
really appreciate that you're like a clean person.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would walk into some people's dorms and I was like, ew, like I don't know how you live like this.
Yeah. Yeah, there were definitely some of my friends I would not have wanted to live with. Like we had a lot of fun, but if I would have had to like share a space with them, like a lot of the times it was because of those things. Like they were either messy or their sleep schedules were just way different than mine, or
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know. I even feel like if we would have had like boyfriends in college, that would have been more difficult
Yeah,
because like it was just us like all the time. So then it was easier for us to navigate our schedules and like our living space,
yeah.
I guess.
I will say, like, it was kind of like I don't miss getting ready in the dark. Like, we would like, because sometimes we'd work really early in the morning, or like one of us would have an earlier class, and the other one would want to like sleep in more. And it was just like always a struggle of like I didn't really want to turn on the lights because I didn't want to disrupt your sleep, but also like I couldn't see anything, and it was just like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I like that I can turn on the lights and like do whatever I need to do in the morning and like not worry about you sleeping or anything like that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think my favorite and most challenging things about living together are kind of the same, which is interesting. Like, I think just being able to spend so much time together has been really, really good for our friendship. Like you
Mm-hmm.
kind of said, like, we were able to bond really fast just because we spent so much time together. And I love, like, knowing that like even now like when I come back to the apartment like you're gonna be here and you're my bestie so we can like hang out and it's just gonna be like a little do like slumber party every night
Mm-hmm.
even though we get to sleep in our own rooms. But I feel like that's just a lot of fun being able to know that there'll be someone that I want to hang out with when I get home, which like I imagine will be the same when I get married. But like I
Yeah.
don't know, it like feels like we're living this like it's you and me just because we'd like been roommates for so long. Sometimes I feel like we act like a married couple, which is like fun.
Yeah.
But also then I feel like for me sometimes like throughout the years like we've definitely gone in waves where like that's also been a challenge like the amount of time like for me I like Kelly said she's an introvert and like needs her space like for some reason just sometimes I get really sick of people when I spend like an excessive amount of time with them which like is absolutely not Kelly's fault. Kelly just happened to be the person that happened to. um so then like that was me trying to figure out like what do I need in this situation? And I realized that like I just needed time to just like be by myself. So then I learned to like leave and go sit in like a common space and journal, or like go for a walk by myself. And like now I have my own bedroom, so like if I like need to be alone, then I can just like go in my room and close the door. But I feel like that was definitely a learning curve for me to like figure out that that's what I needed. And so yeah, that was a challenge for a while there, but I feel like it's gotten better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the reality of living with anybody is you're gonna like disagree or like have arguments or like fight. Like we didn't like yell at each other, but like we weren't always like happy with each other, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
No, we don't yell when we fight.
no. I only yell at my brothers, honestly. But I really don't even yell at them.
Yeah. Usually I don't yell at people when I'm mad at them, which is interesting for how like I don't know, sometimes I feel like I could, but then I just don't. Like when I'm actually mad
Well,
at
it's not
people.
productive.
That's true. So maybe just as I've matured, I've realized that sometimes it's just fun to yell at people though, but it's just not productive.
Yeah, I usually I feel like I usually yell about people rather than yell at people.
Yeah.
I'm like, this person. But like I don't, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, like I'm sure a lot of people that are listening have had to live with somebody or even like your family, like you disagree with like sharing spaces and like want your own space and like that's just the reality of it. But
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we've gotten better at like communicating our needs, which I mean, I feel like I'm always been kind of a loud, bossy person. But I feel like our relationship has like matured to the point of like you're able to tell me your needs also, and that I've matured to the point where I'm like I can listen to your needs and like we can work that out, which I feel like is good.
Yeah. I mean, you would think so after like 5 years of us living together.
Yeah, you'd hope so. Got here eventually.
For real. Yeah.
Do you have other things on your
I'm
list?
like trying to figure out what to talk about next.
I was going to talk a little bit about like cleaning and just like how we navigated that. Just I don't know.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that?
I feel like you're like
It was on my list.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what I meant by that. Just like
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like in a lot of ways it's been easy because we're both neat freaks, but like we've also like made a cleaning schedule.
Yeah. I feel like that's important. Even now, like we live together. I don't know if we ever like officially said that, but like after college we are living together. Um we don't really have like a chore chart. I feel like we just kind of do it.
Yeah. How often do you sweep the floor?
Maybe every other week.
I'd say I also do it every other week.
Slay.
Okay, that's good.
We never really coordinated it. See, my schedule is that I'll like wake up Saturday morning and like all of a sudden have this like need to clean. And I'll just like do my laundry. I'll like deep clean the kitchen. Sometimes I'll sweep, sometimes I won't. I kind of look at the floors and then I'm like,
Mhm.
Sometimes I'll vacuum it up because I'm low key just don't want to sweep and I just would rather vacuum.
That's fair.
But it also depends on if people are coming over. So I feel like at this point, like we haven't really like sometimes when we would live in apartments and like there are more of us, we would like create like a chore chart and like divide stuff by like who's gonna vacuum and who's gonna clean the bathroom and who's gonna like take out the garbage, which might I say, my least favorite chore is taking out the garbage, which sounds so easy, but I just hate the fact that I have to walk all the way outside with this big bag of trash and throw it away. Like, I think that's my least favorite.
What's your favorite chore?
There's just something about like doing the dishes that I kind of like, or I really like to vacuum.
Okay. Because I've noticed like you are really good about emptying the dishwasher. Like when it's, I don't know, I feel like you probably do that twice as often as I do.
Probably.
Which is fine because honestly, like, I don't really care about the garbage. Usually I just want it out of here.
Bless up. I hate the garbage. Oh my gosh.
But I feel like we've gotten to the point where just like I'll see something, I'll think it's dirty, and then I'll clean it. And I feel like we both do that about the same amount.
Yeah.
Also, maybe like we don't share a bathroom anymore. So like I can just clean my bathroom whenever I want.
I clean my bathroom every week, sometimes multiple times.
Yeah, I'll wipe it down. I'll probably scrub my shower about every other week.
Yeah.
But like everything else, I'll probably do about once a week.
Which is funny because I feel like people, like relating to the shower. Like everyone's like the toilet is the worst to clean. I hate
Ooh.
cleaning the shower.
Yeah, I don't like the shower.
I hate cleaning the shower. Like oh,
Yeah.
but like then I don't ever want it to get like nasty, so then I do it probably every other week. Because sometimes I'll just like use water and like, you know.
They can't see your hand motions.
I know they.
She just flicked her hand. She was like,
Just like I don't know. I'll just like wash it with water. Anyways, people don't need to know that, but
I don't need to know that. You keep that yourself.
anyways,
But yeah.
I feel like we just are clean people, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just do that.
Yeah. Even like the fridge, like I feel like we never get to a point where like things are super dirty. Like we each have our own, like we don't share food really. Like we have one spot for shared food, but for the most part, like we buy all our own groceries and things. So we each have like a cupboard for our like dry food, and then we split the fridge in half.
Yeah.
And like we each have a shelf and a half to
Yeah.
put stuff on.
Which like also neither of us are people that leave food in the fridge for a long time and let it get like nasty, which like I've had some experience with that.
Yeah.
Anyways, and so that is nice that like it doesn't get like disgusting. Or like even like the garbage, like sometimes it'll start smelling weird and we're like, all right, time to take this out. This is gross.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. I think seeing the decoration progression of like all our living spaces has been really cool. So we have had, this is our 6th spot we've lived. Freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and then we moved junior year, and then senior year, and then here. Yeah, this is the 6th location we've lived together in.
Dang.
And I feel like our decoration has progressively increased and gotten nicer.
Oh yeah, we're popping off.
Yeah, we really are. You should come over. This is nice.
You should come over. This is your formal invitation to come on over. We're not going to tell you where we live. We're not going to tell you any of that.
You just got to show up.
You
if you show up, knock on the door, I'll probably let you in. Show you around.
We'll give you a tour.
Maybe that's an invitation for stalking. So never mind.
Actually, just kidding. We take it back. Only if you know us and contact us.
Yeah. But anyway, I feel like freshman year, we had absolutely no decorations, either of us. We didn't coordinate anything cute. Like sophomore year, we did a better job. But also that's because we had room because I lofted my bed. So then we were able to put like a couch and a TV in our room. Mm-hmm. And so that was nice. And then, yeah, junior year, some of it was decorated, some of it was not. Senior year was better. And then this is by far the most decorated that we've had.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like looking back at pictures as I was preparing for this. Not that I prepare because it's unscripted anyway.
Oh, of course not.
Okay. We can't say we don't think about anything
beforehand. Well, of course we have to. Otherwise, we would just sit here and stare at each other.
Okay.
That'd be awkward.
Well, actually not, because I feel like we just kind of yap sometimes.
That's true.
Anyways.
We have a rough outline of what we're going to, like, I probably have about 20 words written down.
But, like, we don't know what the other person is planned.
Yes.
Which is probably why it's all over the place. But anyway. I was looking at photos of, like, I was, like, trying to remember what we even did when we lived together. Like, I was like, what was life even like? I don't remember. That was, like, 4 years ago. Not actually, but, like, when I was trying to think of, like, when we lived in a dorm. And I looked at, like, my decor, and it was just terrible. Like, I looked like I was like a middle school boy. Like, I just didn't have anything. Like,
yeah, you were a minimalist for sure. Which, I mean, you still are, but
I still am. And like, honestly, I feel like my whole mentality, my whole life is just like, once I get married, I'm gonna invest. And like, once I get a house, and like, because then I'll have like cute little family photos, and like,
so you're gonna wait until you have a family before you decorate?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, I feel like it's easier to, like, I don't know, a lot of where I've been living has been, like, temporary, you know? Like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to live here for a year. I'm going to live here for a year. Sometimes I'm going to live here for half a year. Like, it's hard to, like, really commit to a space for me. And, like, when I know I'm going to, like, move somewhere else. So, like, I feel like once I get married and get a house, and then eventually kids, then I'll be like, okay, now I can like invest in like more expensive decor. Yeah. And like also I want everything to like match. So like I don't want to buy some stuff and then not have it match and then like, well, I just wasted all my money and like anyways. It's not that deep.
That's fair.
But I just look back to freshman year and I was like, wow, I
Yeah.
had like nothing.
Very minimal decorations. And like
Yeah.
not that I was the best decorator, I've definitely gotten better. But like now I feel like I have a lot of decor. Which I mean I own most of the furniture we have, but that's mostly because like I like to thrift shop and go garage sailing and get things for uber cheap.
And I don't.
And Kelly is not the biggest fan of that, but so like I own so many things, but like I don't pay full price for almost anything. Like I buy it cheap.
Yeah, we got our couch for free.
Yeah, for real. Like the coffee table, $5. Rug, $1. This couch was free.
Dang, our whole living room cost like
For real.
$3.
That TV was free. That shelf was free.
They
These
can't
end
see
tables
it.
were free.
Dang,
This Christmas tree was $5.
we spent the most on the, or you spent the
Well,
most on the
the
Christmas tree.
table was $120. Our dining room table. That was probably the
What I was
most
talking about, yeah.
expensive. That ottoman, $5.
You're really just
Those
learning
stools, $2 each. Boom.
about, how do you remember that?
Garage sailing. Also my brain. Anyway,
Couldn't be me.
yeah. But like, I don't know. Just like all the things I own are like used or made or like whatever. So like I have a lot of things though. But that means since I have so many things that we can have cute decorations now because I have so much stuff.
You know, that's probably good because if we both liked a lot of stuff,
We'd have a lot of stuff.
yeah,
That's true.
we'd
But
have
also
a
like if
lot.
you had cute things, I'd probably buy less. But also I like owning it because I know like when I get a house now, like this will probably all go in it to
Except
some
for this
extent.
couch.
Well, yeah, we'll see if we can fit this couch. Like, it didn't really fit in the door when we moved here.
Megan said she's gonna saw it in half and throw it out the window.
I literally might. Maybe we'll have a burning party.
Just kidding.
I don't know if we could get it out. Like, I really don't know. It took like 4 of my family members to get it in here.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
that was an experience.
That was an experience. But it's done now.
Yep.
And it looks great.
Maybe we'll just donate it to the next people. Say, hey.
For real. We might get
this.
charged for that, I won't lie. But I don't know how that works.
I don't want to get charged for it if you didn't even pay any money to get it.
For real.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. I mean, if you do girl math, the amount of times we've used this couch for how much we've paid for it, we're basically making money.
That's actually so real right now. That is why girl math is important.
Yes. Except I actually hate girl math. But we'll talk
Really?
about that
I
in
love-
the personal finance podcast that we do sometime soon,
Oh,
which I'm going to put another plug
this
in
is
for
news to me.
to try to convince Kelly that we should do one.
Yeah, because everybody knows that I love talking about finances.
Well, see, I think we should get a guest.
okay,
'Cause
we can talk
then
about
I can
this.
yap with the guest and you can just be like, yeah, and like
I'll be the moderator.
that'd be great. That would be fantastic.
Let us know if you want a personal finance. Also, like, this is just in the middle of the podcast, but like, let us know if you have ideas because like we're so open to like talking about things that you guys want to hear about
Yeah.
because like genuinely like it's just fun. Like some people gave us ideas and that's fun.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what the people want.
I agree. We do this once a week. Like we have ideas, but also we do it once a week. We have time.
Yeah,
This
for
is
real.
great.
And let us know if you want to be featured.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll have our outreach coordinator reach out to you.
Yeah, and the application along with the
Oh.
application fee.
Yeah. Okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
We'll pay you. No, just kidding. We won't. Absolutely.
No, we will.
We'll
What?
pay you
I
as
don't
much as
even
we're
make
getting
money
paid.
for this.
How about that? That will be great.
Exposed.
We'll split our $0 with you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyways, we don't do this for the money, but this is not the point of the podcast.
No.
What are some benefits of having a roommate, Megan?
Just like in general?
Yeah.
Like for college or for now? Or both?
Whatever you want.
Okay, because the first thing I thought of was financial. Because like now, if I would have to pay our entire rent, like I could swing it, but also I would not be doing as well financially as I am. And so I feel like that's like a huge perk for me. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. I mean, I feel like as long as you like your roommate and you're friends with them, like it's fun to just like have someone there to like talk to. Which like I feel like that can go back and forth because like 9 times out of 10, I love that I live with Kelly because then I can talk to Kelly and like we don't have to like we still sometimes like schedule things that we do together, but I know that like I will see you and I don't need to like put you on my calendar. Like I know I'm going to see you and I'm going to be able to talk to you and hang out with you every day, which is super fun. because I miss you when I don't see you. Like in the summers between college when we'd like hang out, I'd be like sad. I'd be like, this is weird. I'm not with Callie.
I didn't expect to cry. I'm just kidding. I'm not crying. It was a joke.
She's not. She's lying. But anyway, yeah, I feel like 9 times out of 10, like I know I really like that. Like I could see the benefit of like living alone for like having privacy and like just like if you want peace and quiet, like when you're at your house. But I feel like we're really good at giving each other peace and quiet if we need it.
Mhm.
And like that's another benefit to like having your own bedroom. Like I feel
Mhm.
like that's a good in between because
Yeah.
like if I want peace and quiet, I can get it in my bedroom with the door closed. And if I want to like talk to you, then we can come out into like our living room and then we can hang out.
Yeah. Which like then it's an easy sign of like, oh, your door's closed. I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Megan's journaling.
For real.
I feel like that's usually
all
like,
I do.
All right, I'm gonna go journal. I'm like, okay, you do you.
It's my thing. I go pray and journal.
For
Sit on
real.
my floor for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. How about you?
I was also gonna say like saving money in
Mhm.
terms of like financially, like after college. Like as you said, I could do it, but like it's just nice to like have somebody.
And like apartments are expensive.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize how expensive they were until we started looking. And like
Mhm.
1 bedrooms compared to just 2 bedrooms, like 1 bedrooms are still very expensive.
It's kind of ridiculous. I'm
Yeah.
like, why is it still that expensive?
Which like it might just be it totally depends on the area you live in. And like we don't live in like a huge city, and I'm sure those are even more expensive. But like still, I feel like rent around here is expensive.
Yeah. I agree. And we literally got like a cheaper one.
I know. Like we're living in a cheaper place, like the cheapest place we toured.
Literally.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'm like grateful for that. Because I'm like, does it really matter?
Yeah, I really like where we live.
Yeah.
And I don't need like this is fancy enough. We made it very nice.
Mm-hmm. I will say the only thing, like I really love hosting people, and sometimes I feel like our place is a little small to do that.
Yeah.
Like depending on the number of people, because we just have like so many friends, and we're just like so popular and so cool that like,
Yeah, okay.
okay, this is me being sarcastic for anyone who can't.
But I feel like if we really wanted to host people, we would set this up differently.
Yeah, maybe.
Like we would put like another like couch or something around here.
You know, they can't see us.
Okay,
You're
well
like
I'm looking around our apartment. Like I feel like we'd put another couch in here if we really wanted to host more
maybe.
people.
But I feel like it'd be hard to.
I agree.
So that's like one of the, but
That's
that's
true.
not like roommate stuff.
That's true.
just-
But we've had groups of like 6,
yeah,
which like isn't the biggest group, but like it's not like we can't have anybody.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, so yeah, money is a benefit. Having a built-in friend, if you get along. Also, just like sharing things, like you said, furniture and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which like I know a lot of it is yours, but like I also would buy stuff if needed,
Yeah.
and that's nice.
You provided us with our Jesus painting.
I did. We have a massive Jesus painting.
How tall is that? 3 feet?
Maybe 3
2.5
feet
feet?
by like 2 feet.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.5. Yeah.
Homie J.
Like just a painting from like the 1800s. Just on the
That's
wall.
Kelly's contribution to the decor of this
And
apartment.
like, you know what? It is a pretty important
it
contribution.
is. It's pretty great.
Like people look at it and they're like, "Wow." And I'm like, "Yeah.
It's Jesus. I'm like, yeah.
He's watching over us right now."
Yeah,
Which is
for
pretty
real.
cool. Like Loki, I wish you guys could see it because it's just like really epic.
Maybe
Maybe
I'll
we'll-
upload a picture to the Instagram.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I was thinking about uploading a picture of like our first ever picture together where you like sent to your friends. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, when I was like, my half of my face is in it.
Yeah.
And it's on like September.
And it's not even a good photo of me either.
Oh,
Like
we could do that.
we don't have to. I'm
Because
just
the
saying,
second
it's fine.
photo we ever took together was us in masks on that bridge. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't
We
want
could no, we could post the one that we took in November.
That was a cutie one.
That was a cutie one. We have a before and oh wait, but it has our college.
Yeah,
on this-
that's what I was just
Dang it.
thinking.
I'm annoyed. Okay, we'll look into it. Maybe we'll go find a picture of baby Kelly and baby Megan.
Yeah, but I don't know. I look like a poo turd.
Okay, so
Hey, you're supposed to say no. You don't.
no, you don't.
Also, Megan literally had like long hair too.
I have long hair right now.
Not the same,
Yeah, it looked not as good.
and it was very much lighter.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyways, I feel like you had a lot of phases in college.
I did. I had a lot of different hair phases. Kelly's seen me in all different colors and lengths of hair.
Yeah, and my hair has stayed basically the same.
For
Actually,
real.
no. Freshman year, my hair was so long. Like before I got that haircut,
It was.
it was like the longest it's ever been. And I look back on it and I'm like, I really don't like that. I feel like it looks like a Rapunzel.
Yeah, I think your hair would look nicer, like, by your collarbone.
I think
Because
it
it's
would
so
too.
thin.
Yeah. Rip.
It also looks nice now. It always looks nice. It's fine.
I'm just gonna go cry in the corner.
Okay.
Anyways,
We'll fight after this.
yeah, that's
Off-
usually what we do.
off
We
the
usually
record.
record and then fight.
That's not true.
This is the most unhinged. Like this seems like it's in the vault right now, but it's not.
No, it's not.
If you're hearing it, it's not in the vault. What?
I ran out of things on my list. I'm hoping
Okay.
you have more.
We talked about living styles. We talked about routines. We talked about sharing a room. We talked about. Do we have like funny stories of us living together?
How about the sleep talking? Well, that didn't really happen. But like, do you remember sophomore year? Like along in the same amount of time that we'd be like just talking when we were like laying in bed, and that one time we stayed until 1:30. Like there was one night that I remember like I feel like I said something incoherently and I was like half asleep, and like I remember hearing Kelly say, "What?" And like I was gonna respond, but then like I couldn't move because I was like half asleep. And then I remember like we talked about it the next morning.
She was in sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I was, because I could like hear that she said that and like that I made a noise, but I like didn't move. And so that was kind of weird.
Yeah. Did you ever like fall off your bed? Or like I feel like there was a time where you were like trying to get off your bed.
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't think so. I regularly like I had to pee in the middle of the night like all the time. Like that was my thing.
Let's talk about that.
Oh.
I want to hear more about that.
I feel like that was especially annoying when we didn't have like our own bathroom, so freshman and sophomore year, and like I would like go out and I'd have to like open the door, and Kelly usually like had her bed right next to the door.
I always had my bed right next to the door.
Yeah, you did. Yep. And so then when I'd have to leave, like the lights in the hallway would just be like super bright because it was like a like public hallway, and then I'd have to like walk down to the bathroom, and that was like one of my least favorite things.
Yeah.
But I'm a hydrated queen, so I have to pee all the time.
Literally, it was like a routine. Like every single morning, I would wake up with light shining on my face.
So here's the thing: my alarm would my alarm go off? I'd turn it off.
Mhm.
I'd go out to pee. Kelly, while I was gone, she'd get up, take a sip of her water bottle, and then like pretend she was sleeping when I came back in,
Because I didn't want to be disturbed.
so that I'd have to get ready in the dark.
Well,
right?
what did you want me to do? I went back to sleep.
Nothing. I just think that's funny. Because then you told me that you started doing that. So then at one point, I was going to like trick you and like open the door and wait for you to like get up and take a drink of your water bottle. And then I was still going to be there.
Didn't you do that?
I think I tried. I don't think
you
I
did.
successfully did it.
No, but I forgot about that. All these random things.
Yeah. There's
That's
just so
funny.
many memories. We've lived together for like 4 years now.
Yeah, I
4.5.
remember like the second day of freshman year, or maybe it was the first day of freshman year. We were like hanging up our lights, and you decided to like climb on top of.
No, that was sophomore year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I meant sophomore, but I
Okay.
said freshman.
Yep.
And you decided to climb on top of our closets to like put up the lights.
Yeah, Kelly took a video of me.
I was like, don't pop off, because I did not want to do that.
Yeah, I'm usually the light hanger.
Yeah, which is fine by me because
Yeah.
I don't like hanging lights.
Well, I don't really either, but I wanted to get done.
That's fair, and when Megan wants something to get done, she does it.
Yep, I'm the man around this household.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Can you think of funny stories?
Well, that was the funniest story I could.
Okay.
Well, besides like the stories we already told about, like you calling 911 for me, or not,
Oh.
you didn't call 911, but you called security.
Yeah, that was fun. That was while we were roommates.
That wasn't actually really fun. I'm not gonna lie. That was
No,
kind
it
of
was
like
pretty
not
fun.
a great experience for me, but Megan thought it was entertaining.
I thought it was fine.
I mean, she had an opportunity to flirt with a man, so that's pretty fun.
What can I say?
Megan the Rizzler. I started saying Rizzler unironically, and I really need to stop because it's not actually cool.
Do you think you're a Rizzler?
No.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
you think I'm a Rizzler?
No, let me think about it. I feel like I wouldn't call you a Rizzler. I feel like you don't Rizzle very often. So then I feel like you can't be a Rizzler.
I feel like a Rizzler is giving like player, and I don't think I'm a player.
See, I don't think of that. I just think of like you're smooth and like
Yeah.
you have good lines kind of thing. That's what I think of when I think of a Rizzler.
I think I could be.
I think you could be too. I think you should start being. That should be one of your New Year's resolutions. Become a Rizzler.
I'm too scared for that. Who knows? Maybe I already am.
You just got to get someone that'll Rizzle back.
For real.
Do you think I'm a Rizzler?
I don't even know. I feel like you could be. Do you think you're a Rizzler?
I was gonna say yeah.
Dang, you heard it here first. Megan thinks she's a Rizzler.
I don't know. Some people have to let me know they think I'm a Rizzler.
Yeah. We'll ask the audience. You DM us give us an answer, either Rizzle or no Rizzle.
I feel like I would be more likely to be a Rizzler than you, but that's just because I say more things. Like I'm louder. I'm more
Who
of a
says
I'm
that
more
you
of
need
a
to say
public flirt.
things to Rizzler up
To
some-
Riz. Oh. That's true. That's true. You don't have to.
That sounds bad, actually.
It's about the wink.
Never mind.
you know?
No.
I just winked at Kelly. How did that make you feel?
You know,
Rizzle?
sometimes I feel like, no, we don't need to talk about this in the podcast. I forget that we're recording sometimes, and I'm like, I need to stop. I need to stop. That can be, yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
I was going to say something that I don't want on the podcast.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
What is going on?
Sorry, I keep having to burp, and I move the mic away so I don't make gross noises in the
I
mic.
feel like you do that a lot.
Well, that's because I just had supper.
No, you didn't. You said, oh yeah, you had ranch. It's all circling back.
I'm having so many issues.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Okay, what else? Do we have more to talk about?
I don't know. I feel like we've been dragging this on.
We're at 47 minutes.
That's okay.
We can be done. That's fine. Should we be done?
Are you cutting me off?
No, bro. Do you have something to say?
This
You
is
can
a
say
prime
it.
example of the dynamic.
For real. Megan's like, Kelly, tell me how you feel. And Kelly's like,
I don't wanna.
and then I'm like, no, tell me how you feel.
I don't have anything else to say.
Okay.
Period. That sounded so dramatic. Anyways, we need to end this because
Well, we could be done. That's fine.
people are judging us now.
That is not true. If they got this far, they're probably not judging us.
They're probably the OGs. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
for
lie.
real. Thanks
Like
for
the
being
people
here.
that listen through all of this chaoticness.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Honestly, I feel like if I was friends with us, though, I would also enjoy just listening to us, banter about just random stuff.
Yeah, I want our friends to start podcasts. So if you're a friend,
Yeah, you should start a
Start a
podcast. Well,
podcast.
okay. They also have said they wanted to be guests on our podcast, so maybe we should schedule that.
yeah, maybe we should.
Kelly, our outreach coordinator, will reach out to you.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm the marketing person.
Okay, I guess we're designating roles now.
Oh, well, maybe we'll fight about this off the podcast.
Off camera.
Off camera. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But we're going to be done now.
Okay.
So thanks for listening. We
Thanks
love
for
you all.
listening. See you
Peace
guys-
out.
See you guys next week.
Well, we won't see them because we don't have a video.
Talk
And-
to you guys next week.
But we won't talk to them because they can't talk back. You
You'll
will listen to us next week. Okay, bye.
Bye.